Yes, hello, it's me. Right, so those of you that haven't seen me before, I am a truth-telling poet. So everything that you hear this evening will be true, within reason. No, that is all true. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey, because that's what I like to do. So our journey starts with heartbreak and betrayal, because, you know, might as well start off nice and cheery. So this is a piece called If a Poet Loves You. I'll just wait for you to come through. Okay, so this is called If a Poet Loves You. You're right. I am incredible. And you were once a lucky man, because when I was in your corner, you were loved like only I can. I removed a noose of torment that your demons tried to tie, soothed your brow in your dark places, your muddled thoughts to simplify. I knitted you into my life and kept you safe and warm, gave you space to be yourself, to create and to perform, to dance you to the end of time, to love your crazy mind, to forgive all of your shortcomings, and when you wavered, to remind you of your power, the awesomeness of you. I listened to your worries, and you knew my love was true. I picked you up when you had fallen, dragged you up when you were low. I nurtured your inner child, and within my love, you began to grow and to expand and to flourish, to become all that you could be. And then, you just decided that you were done with me. Not content with what I'd given, happy to just take, you ripped that rug from under me and turned my light opaque. And yes, these things just happen. And it's not really your fault, because you're a selfish man whose heart is hidden in a vault. But then you had a final insult, a secret to impart, and I stupidly encouraged you to knock that last nail into my heart, because the pain was just unbearable as your story did unfurl, and you finally admitted you put your cock into that other girl. So I wish you well with your new venture. I hope it was worth the cost. I hope you're happy with your choices and you realise what you've lost, because my heart was truly broken. But now it's on the mend, and you'll be extremely lucky if I can ever call you friend. If a poet loves you, you will never die. But your sins and indiscretions on a page will magnify, and all that's left of our love now are these words upon this page. So my parting gift to you, my love, is to perform them upon this stage. Thank you. Okay, so I'm single. Anybody? Yeah. But the last time I was single, I was coming out of a 15-year relationship, and which was somewhat harder. But also, I was coming out into this age of online dating, which was a completely alien thing to me. So for research purposes only, I decided to join a well-known dating app. And, well, it was an interesting experience. And I prompted me to write this, and this is called 27 Matches. I took it upon myself to join Tinder. In a vague attempt to banish this winter, swipe right to like, left to reject, my fingers got busy, my brain left unchecked. Now when I awoke, alone, in the morning, I looked at my phone, and there without warning were 27 matches. 27! I really don't remember liking so many. In fact, I actually thought I'd only liked 3. So with a bit of a flutter over toast with some butter, I took a look. Click 1. Hi, I'm in Wolverhampton, and I drive a truck. I'm asking politely if you fancy a fuck. Click 2. Bonjour chérie, je suis français. I give you proper French kisses. What do you say? Click 3. Hey, I'm in my 50s and a bit of a beatnik. You'd be a fool not to come and sit on my dick. Click 4. Hi, you look a nice girl and I like your ink. Fancy a nutter? What do you think? Finally, somebody just wants to chat. Well, I'll give him a go. There's no harm in that. Him, what are you into? Me, lots of things. Him, tell me more. Me, I'm not quite sure what you're asking because I'm not that complex. Him, well, really, I'm just asking if you're looking for sex. Well, that's that then. I've deleted my page. I'm going back to the old ways of trying to engage. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not adverse to a fuck, but beforehand I'd like to converse. It pains me to say, it's sad, but it's true. I want to be flattered, or at least to be wooed. So, if into my knickers you'd like to get, try a conversation. It's a far better bet. Thank you. Thank you. So, well, I'm not going down the dating app thing this time, online dating. No, it's not for me. So I'm going to do things the more traditional way. So kind of going out and meeting people traditionally. But I don't actually go out very often, so it doesn't really lead me anywhere. But fortunately, I have quite a vivid imagination, and this next poem is about that, and this is called Imagining. In my dreams, you've kissed me with such passion. My body shudders in uncontrolled emotion. You've taken my soul into new dimensions, every nerve alive with forgotten sensations. You've painted my skin with your carnal tongue. I'm a slave to your rhythm, my ecstasy sung. I'm caught in your touch, imprisoned like a bird in the cage of your presence, captive I purr. You fill my senses with sweet erotica between my thighs, waves of pleasure at my very core. I quiver and flutter on the edge of delirium, gasping in utter wild abandon, wanting and greed. I take you inside me, moaning in need. I cling in desperation to this exquisite fantasy, weaving enchantment, knowing eventually I'll wake up lonely, because you are only in my dreams. Thank you. Okay, so it's kind of unfair to say that I'm lonely because I do live with a boy. He's 12 and he's my son, and he asks a lot of questions. And I've also promised faithfully the other week to never do this poem in public ever again. So he's not here, that's right. We're not going to tell him, are we, Grandma, standing over there in the corner? So this is a poem about my dear son, and it's called Unanswerable Questions. Mummy, why are cows called cows? Why is broccoli green? Why is the sun so far away? Why can't God be seen? Where do the clouds go at night? Can I drink my wee? If I eat an apple core, will inside me grow a tree? Why does cabbage smell of poo? Why don't cats have wings? Have you ever seen an alien? What is a bottom ring? Why don't you have a penis? When will my boobs grow? Did you bite me when you swallowed me to get me in your tummy down below? Can I marry William? What is kissing? What is sex? Why can't I look at your vagina? These questions, they do perplex. Now sometimes I have an answer, but I often have to say, I need to think about that one, baby. Can you ask me on another day? But the hardest one to date, which completely threw me, I admit, was his most recent question. As I was sitting down to knit, he came and sat beside me and turned to me and said, Mummy, why is there a box of willies hidden underneath your bed. Knock myself out. I think it's very obvious why I have a box of willies on fire. But I do actually think that most women should have, every woman should have a box of willies hidden underneath their bed, or, you know, somewhere in the house.
I do it. So it's my wife.
So glad you did that. But yeah, you know, a box of willies, if you haven't got access to the real thing, then a box of willies, I think, you know, is very important in one's life. But even if you have access to the real thing, sometimes it isn't up to very much. And that's a shame, really. And so this next poem is actually a very new one. I wrote it a couple of weeks ago because I'm left with, you know, memories at the moment. So this is its maiden voyage, and this is called The Master of Ceremonies. Mum, put your hands over your ears. So yes, anyway, this is called The Master of Ceremonies. Size doesn't matter. Or at least we like to think that the contents of your trousers isn't here to keep us in the pink. So whether you're a Moby Dick or have a captain in your pants, a button or a mushroom, it's what you do with it that counts. Believe me, there's nothing worse when you've committed to engage in some adulting activity and you reach inside the cage to unleash the beast, but your hands can't seem to find the member that you're looking for. I don't mean to be unkind, but imagine as I continue in my exploration down below, and I'm hoping I'm mistaken and I've in fact just found his toe. But no, this is his penis. But, like I said, it doesn't matter, because surely a man who is intelligent has some other skills that he can offer. Well, it's safe to say he didn't. And after inhaling half my boob, he valiantly tried to insert himself into my anticipating tube. Is it in? I can't tell. The thoughts run through my head as I find the politest way I can to remove him from my bed. Now, this is also true in the reversal of this story, and I once came across a monster that belonged in a laboratory. Dear God, what is that and where do you think it's going? I could feel my cervix shrinking as I watched his tickler growing. And he's so proud of his appendage, he doesn't seem to realise that my vagina needed extra care to accommodate his size. And so yet again, a lacking in his knowledge and due attention proves size really doesn't matter, nor do your dimensions, because even a perfect pork sword will fail if it's attached to a man who later proves himself to be a delusional fucking twat. So this is a cautionary tale to all those who own a trouser snake. Size really doesn't matter, so don't make this huge mistake. Whether you're gay or straight, heed this testimony and pay attention to the details, and then you'll be the master of this ceremony. Thank you. So I realise it's sounding like I haven't had good sex ever, which is actually not true. Again, close your ears, mother. I've had plenty of good sex, it's just like a distant memory now. Anyway, I have had good sex and I have written poetry about it, and this is one of them. And this is called Spring Rain. You were like spring rain, soaking through my skin, pervading my thoughts, infusing my mind with the sweet stump smell of sodden earth and sex. My body drenched, submerged in ardent cravings, nectar dripping from open petals, succulently drowning in the downpour, flooding every cell with the wantonness of budding life. The desert, growing in fervour in your thunderstorm, the desert of my being succumbs to this mirage, and I miss your rain. Thank you. Okay, so we're coming to the end of my story, and I don't feel like I've said vagina enough this evening, which is unlike me, because I say it a lot.
Or bag.
So it's a word I like to say a lot of. So I'm going to leave you with this last one, and I wrote this a couple of years ago after reading some ridiculous comments on social media when the BBC dared to hire a female Doctor Who, and this is called There's Nothing Finer. There's nothing finer than a vagina. Yes, go ahead and snigger, but at least half the population has one hidden in her knickers. And yet, to the unenlightened, which to be fair is mostly men, a cock is far superior than the gorgeous hen. To them, the penis is the mightier. It means you don't drive like a twat, that you can make those big decisions, rule the world and all that. Well, as the owner of a pussy, of a JJ or bearded clown, I'm going to clear this up for you in the only way I can. Vaginas are simply awesome. Far from a limitation. I mean, let's be honest, a vagina is responsible for our own creation. A vagina is not a hindrance, not just a bleeding hole, nor a place to briefly visit or somewhere to leave your tadpoles. It is an amazing creature, not one to be despised. And we all know during labour it can grow to twice its size. Now, Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, Queen Victoria and old Queen Bess, Boudica and Great Catherine were all impressive leaders who wore a dress. Amelia flew aeroplanes. Mary Curie helped find a cure. Pankhurst took on the establishment, all daughters who were cocksure. And the teams of British women who play rugby, cricket, football, consistently bring home trophies, and yet a vagina is still a downfall. And please don't get me started on the equality of pay, because you'll never shut me up and we'll be sitting here all day. And so I'll bring this to a close. My parting line is this: if we can elect a cunt to run the country, why the fuck can't a vagina drive the TARDIS? Thank you very much. Okay, I also have books available. In fact, everybody I think here who's performed here this evening has books available, so please do buy books. I'm going to be coming round in a minute with a hat. Please put money in the hat so that we can buy drinks, because we're all performing here this evening for free. And so I want to give a very big thank you to everybody that's performed here this evening. So Angel Archer, Louise Harts, Glyn Phillips, Dick Guru, myself, obviously. Let's give us all a round of applause. I also want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Mike Finney, who's sitting over there in the corner, who has not only bought the PA this evening, but stayed and listened and twiddled knobs and made everything sound brilliant. So thank you to Mike. And of course, a big thank you to Paul and the Craft Inn for having us here this evening. I hope you'll have us back. Which basically leaves me now introducing our final act of the evening. And, well, my goodness, you are in for such a treat. I am such in awe of this woman. I have a proper girl crush. It used to be I couldn't speak to her because I was so in awe. I'm very delighted now to say that she's a friend of mine, and I don't have that problem anymore. But nonetheless, she is amazing, she is awe-inspiring, and we're delighted she's taken time out of her busy schedule to come and join us this evening. So please give a massive bear-word welcome to Wolverhampton's own Poet Laureate, the award-winning Miss Emma Pursehouse.